Today I am starting the second part of LPP. Second part of LPP. In previous part, we have discussed about the formation of LPP because LPP can be divided into three parts. One is formation of LPP, another solving of graphical method, and another is simplest method. These two parts is included in your syllabus. That is formation of LPP and solving by graphical method. Simplest method is in higher education. Now, formation of LPP, this type of problems can be of many types. Out of that, few type I have written here. That is number one, production problem. Production related problem might be there. Marketing problem, this type of problems may be there. Diet problem, this type of problem may come. And your transportation problem. This transportation type problem is very important. For transportation type of problem, one problem I have shown on the board, that the question will come on your screen first. You read the question properly. After that, you follow the solution. Okay. The sum is, you have two offices A and B. In A there is 8 trucks and in B there is 10 trucks. C, D and E are three different location offices. There the number of trucks required are 6 trucks, 8 trucks and 4 trucks. We have to send the trucks from A and B. And the distance from A to C, D, E are given there in kilometer, and from B to C, D, E is given here. Understood? That's why I have drawn this diagram. Now, how I am calculating the actual thing that you see. Suppose I am sending X number of trucks from A to C. X number of trucks from A to C. And Y number of trucks from A to D. Then how many trucks I can send from A to E? That is 8 minus X minus Y. Because already X number of trucks gone to C, Y number of trucks gone to D. That's why the number of trucks that can be sent from A to E is 8 minus X minus Y. Now, C need 6 trucks. Already X number of trucks sent from A to C. That's why B will send how many trucks there? 6 minus X. B will send 6 minus X number of trucks. And similarly, B will send to D, number of trucks will be 8 minus Y. This number of trucks it will send, B will send to D. And number of trucks B will send to E will be 10 minus 6 minus X minus 8 minus Y. And this will be X plus Y minus 4. That means this number of trucks will send B will send to E. That means there is a relation I have got. What are the relations here? Here all the values, this 8 minus X minus Y, 8 minus Y, 6 minus X and X plus Y minus 4, all should be positive because number of trucks cannot be negative here. That means this one, this one, this one, this one, all should be positive. I think you have understood this diagram. Okay. Now I have to find the minimum distance. Here the distance are given 2, 5, 3, B to C, D, E are 4, 2, 7. That means the total distance, that is Z, will be your A to C is 2 kilometer and A to C is X, that's why 2X, plus A to D is your 5, A to D is Y, 5Y. Similarly, A to E is your 3, that means 3 into 8 minus X minus Y. Next, plus B to C is your 4, B to C is your 4 into 6 minus X. Similarly, B to D is your 2, that means 2 into here, that is 8 minus Y. Next, B to E is your 7 and this one you have to multiply. This value will be your 2x plus 7y plus 36. And now I have to minimize the distance. That's why this will be mean. The sum is minimize z, and this z is your objective function. This z will be your objective function. That's why, that means your objective function become minimize z this. Now I have to find the subjected to constant. That will be, this all should be positive. That means one will be 8 minus X minus Y should be greater than equals to 0. That means your X plus Y 8. Next will be your X plus Y minus 4 is greater than equals to 0. That means X plus 4 will be greater than equals to 0. X plus Y will be greater than equals to 4. Next, your 6 minus X should be greater than equals to 0. That means X less than equals to 6. Similarly, 8 minus Y greater than equals to 0. That means Y is less than equals to 8. That means your constants are this one, this one, this one, and this one. These are the 4 constants, and your variables should be x should be greater than equals to 0 and y should be greater than equals to 0. This is the formation of linear programming problem, this transportation related problem. That means z should be this one, minimize of z is equal to 2x plus 7y plus 36 subjected to the constant, this one converted to this one to this one, this one to this, and this one to this. These 4, and your x and y, the decision variable should be greater than 0. This is the formation of your the transportation related problem. Okay. Now we are in the second part. That means a LPP, formulated LPP will be given to you, and you have to solve it by graphical method. Take one LPP problem I have written here, and we have to solve it by graphical method. The problem is maximize z, that means the objective function, that is 12x plus 9y, and subjected to the constant 4x plus y is less than equals to 16, and 2x plus 2y is less than equals to 10, where x and y are the decision variables that are greater than 0. This is a formulated LPP, and that I have to solve by graphical method. Okay. These two equations, first we have to consider in graph paper. First equation is 4x plus y less than equals to 16. 4x plus y less than 16, y is equal to 16 minus 4x. I have found 4 points or 3 points is enough. And I have drawn the graph of this one using this. That means that on x-axis the point is 40 and on y-axis it is 0, 16. This will be the line. Now, one thing important, that is here it was given less than equals to 16, but I have considered this one as equals to 16. Then less than 16 will be this part or that part, left hand side or your right hand side. That you have to decide. How to decide whether it will come on this part or that part? To decide that, put x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 on the equation. Then it will be 4 into 0 plus 0. That means 0. That means this is origin. That means x and y is 0, 0 considered, means this is origin and it is satisfying the equation. That means the arrows will be towards your left. That will be not on your right, because origin is this one. That's why arrow will be towards your left, this side. I think you have understood. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Put that in the equation. Is it coming 0 or not? And this 0 is less than equals to 16. This part is less than 16. That's why this will be on your left. If this value is come greater than 16, then that will be that side, on your opposite side. Similarly, consider the second equation, 2x plus 2y. Solve it. Y is equal to 5 minus x. Find the points and plot them on the graph paper. Here also you have to check in that way. X is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Then 2x plus 2y will be 2 into 0 plus 2 into 0. That means it is 0. Then less than equals to 10. Less than equals to 10. That's why this will be also your left, this side. The arrows will be, or the region will be your downwards. This one will be also downwards. Now plot these two graphs in a single graph paper. That is in this way. This is your origin, this one is your x-axis, this one is your y-axis. Okay, one line is your 0, 16 and one is your at 4, 0. That is, first line will be like this, and the second line is from 0 pi to 5, 0. Draw the line in this way. Now from these two, the common region will be which one? The common region will be this part, and this part is called your feasible region. This part is called feasible region. The common part will be your feasible part. And here you are getting O, name the point B, A, B and your C. That means the area is bounded by OABC or OACB. Now O you know 0, 0, A you know 0, 16, B you know 0, 4, 0, and how to find C? C point, to find C, you solve that two equation. That means 4x plus y is equals to 16 and your 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Solve them. You will get the point. That is 11 by 3 and your 4 by 3. That point will come after solving these two equations. Now we have to find maximize z. The problem was maximize z. That means the optimal solution we have to find. To find the optimal solution, plot the values. That means O, that is 0 0. In the equation z is equal to 12x plus 9y. That means that is 12 into 0 plus 9 into 0. That means all will be 0. A point 0 16. That will be your 12 into 0 plus 9 into 16. 144. Next is your B point. B point is your 40. That is 12 into 4 plus 9 into 0. That means 48. And your C point 11 by 3, 4 by 3. That means 12 into 11 by 3 plus 9 into 4 by 3. 3 is 9, 3, 4 is 12. That means 44 plus 12. 44 plus 12, 56. Out of this one, this one, this one, this one, which one is the maximum value? Because the sum was max, the optimal solution is x is equal to, that is the optimal is this one, that is x is equal to 0, y is equal to 16. That is the optimal solution of the problem. Once again I am repeating the whole process. The given sum is this. Take the constant equations, this one as equals to 16. Draw the graph separately. 2x plus 2y less than 10. Take equals to 10. Draw the graph separately. Join them. You will get the feasible solution or feasible region. And the points, these points, 4 points are feasible solutions. And from these feasible solutions, plot the values in the objective function, and if the sum is max, then find the maximum value. Here the maximum value is 144, that's why A point is the solution, optimal solution, and optimal solution is x equal to 0 and y equal to 16. This one is the graphical method, very important for you. And if you find this is helpful for you, then like and subscribe our channel. Okay. And some problems are also there, that is, if the area is this side and there will be no common area, then that will be non-feasible region. And some problems are there that are also non-feasible, because there you will not get any common area or common feasible region. That sums are non-feasible solution. That sums have non-feasible solutions. And there are also some unbounded solutions. This region is bounded because this is a bounded area. That's why some problems are there. There you will not get any bound. That's why that will be unbounded solution problems. And at that place we will not get any solution for the sum. And that's why the simplest method, which is in your higher syllabus, is very important. And here in your examination, all the sums that will have feasible region, that type of sums will come. Okay.